What's up, nerds? Good morning. Happy July 5th. Hopefully you are all safe and sound and survived the rockets may flare and your pets are all okay. And it was Tuesday, so hopefully we're not too hungover and we're ready to embrace a brand new day. Unfortunately, the entire industry is off because the 4th happened on a Tuesday. So I guess everybody took an extra day weekend. All the news sites are like a day behind. So I've been picking through what I could find this morning to give you guys what's up. But yeah, it's weird. It's like, you knew ahead of time this holiday was coming up, guys. You could have been prepared, but instead of like, no, screw that. We'll do it on Thursday. These guys don't care. It's not like somebody has an entire schedule built around this. Let's just have a 6-day weekend. So all the sites are off, but I did the best I can. Take of it what you will. Here are some tabletop role-playing game Kickstarter type thingies that are coming to an end this week, but you still have a chance to support them. Nothing really stands out right now to me, probably because it's con season coming up. I mean, we just had Anime Con. That ended yesterday, I think, or maybe this morning. So we should have the LA Anime Con post. Was there anything announced there that's tabletop related? I think there's a figure line coming out for Final Fantasy that could be sort of D&D sized. Other than that, I haven't heard much out of it yet in regards to anime gaming, but I'm sure there are some announcements. We've got Gen Con and San Diego Comic Con coming up. We've got a couple others coming up. Gateway, GameX, all the little small ones, DungeonCon, those are all coming up late July through August. So that could be why it's sort of a slow week. But anyways, here we go. Okay, we've got Victorian Hunters. Ladies. Yeah. All right. She is flying. I'm not sure how that's done. I don't think people actually dress like that in the Victorian ages. I'm just gonna toss that out there. I've seen pictures, early tintypes, paintings. Yeah, no one. No, I don't think anybody dressed. I don't think top hats were as popular as people think they were back then either. Anyways, the Kickstarter's coming to an end. The most popular is $40, which gets you the minis, the STL files, and the commercial renders. Since this does include STL files, if you do spend the $40, make sure to check the files for viruses. We've got Unlimited Online Tabletop RPG. It's a tabletop RPG game for a new generation, which comes with a Unlimited Online Core Handbook and the Unlimited Online Creatures Companion. $20 is the most popular pledge. Gives you the digital PDF of the core rules and the digital PDF of the creatures. What do we know about Unlimited Online? It's a tabletop RPG that also has its own built-in online support. Yeah, we know a couple others that tried to do that too, and never quite as successful as you think it would be. Probably because, as much as the industry wants you to be all digital, virtual, cell phone, personal experience seems to tell me that anybody who's actually saying that has never actually tried to play the game on a cell phone or even a laptop, unless you're playing at home, off your personal computer, off your personal internet, and you've got amazing, 5G, VTT, blah, 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 words that don't mean anything internet. It's just a slow slog to try and play virtual. So, yeah, I don't, the technology has not caught up with what it is people think the technology can do. We have something called the Behemoth Slayers Guild. This is more 3D printed files for tabletop role-playing game. Most popular pledge is $80, which gets you all the VTT files and all these figures. So $80 gets you a bunch of figures and VTT STT files to print out these figures. We've got Wasted Lands coming to an end. Its most popular pledge is $40. Gets you all the digital stuff for the Wasted Land RPG, the Wasted Lands Gazetteer, and a campaign guide. What is the Wasted Lands? It's a tabletop role-playing game setting about cosmic horror, swords and sorcery in a savage lost epoch. There's a word you don't hear anymore. Epoch. Epoch is a really long amount of time. So, yep, you know, swords and sorcery, Conan, Thunder the Barbarian, Tarzan, that kind of stuff. Post-apocalyptic fantasy, you know, nothing new, just another new way to do something we've seen a lot of in the post-OGL world. I think we're up to like 7,000 now. Current count of how many games fall under this, you know, technically the OSR OGL bandwagon, which, as you know, as of now, pretty much, if it uses a D20 and uses anything that even vaguely resembles D&D, it is now technically falling under the OSR banner, even if it's indies, even if it's using card. You know, I mean, some superhero games now, pretty much it's everything that's not 5e. At this point, which is probably part of the reason why we're tearing each other up so badly, but that's a topic for a separate vlog. More figures, a lot of figures, a lot of figures. We've got a $2 for a D100 table of random rumors for Victorian type, Lovecraftian type sale. So if that is something you're looking for, if you're running a Victorian Lovecraftian, you want to spend $2 in this guy's Kickstarter, you get a table of 100 rumors appropriate for wandering around the streets of a Victorian Lovecraftian themed campaign, and things you might hear people saying like, "Oh, did you hear poor Gladys disappeared right in the middle of her tea? Oh, she didn't even have the common decency to wait till tea was over before she disappeared. Well, I always knew that, Gladys." You know, that kind of stuff. That could be fun. And for $2, sure, why not? Coloring book. This coloring book Kickstarter is coming to an end. It feels like I just announced this coloring book being started a couple days ago. It's a you know, a tabletop role-playing game coloring book for adults to help you deal with stress and anxiety and doodling, just something to work on, you know. Most popular pledge is I think $10. $12 gets you the digital copy. $20 gets you the physical. $20 for a coloring book, dude. Come on. No, I can go to the 99-cent store and get a coloring book for 99 cents. But it's an adult coloring book. I don't know what the difference between an adult coloring book is and a normal coloring book is. Okay, some of them are slightly more complicated, but that doesn't necessarily mean an adult is better qualified to do it than a child. I mean, I know plenty of children that can out coloring book most of the adults I know. And so, yeah. I mean, unless it's got, you know, adult pictures in it or titties or something like that. I don't know what the difference between a dragon that's, you know, got 5 lines and a dragon that's got like 45 lines. It's still a dragon. Your artistic merit is still gonna be what your artistic merit is. I know plenty of kids that could outdraw most of the adults I know. So $45 for a coloring book seems a little ridiculous. And more figures. Don't know why. Anybody know? Did something happen in the figure industry to cause a lot of people to start kickstarting figures? Does the price of plastic go down? Did the price of 3D printers go down? Amazon days are coming up. Maybe 3D printers is something that's going on sale on Amazon days. I think that's next week, the 11th through the 13th. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Is that right? I don't know. Let's check. Price of, well, let's even tell me this, plastic. What is it? These things, what do they use? They use vinyl plastic? Okay, this is going to mean nothing to nobody, but the current price for mixed plastic is $77.25 for a pound. 99 cents for a pound of high density polyethanol. I didn't know I could find this on the internet. 89 cents for a pound of high molecular weight polyethanol. $1.27 for a pound of copolymer. $1.17 for a pound of homopolymer, and 93 cents for a pound of low density polyethanol. I even recognize some of those words, but I don't know what they mean in relation to the figure industry or why so many companies are kickstarting figures right now. I mean, I know Games Workshop does a figure painting every year, and the winner gets a sword, but I think we just had that, so I don't know why that would be. It could just be the weird collective unconsciousness of how the gaming algorithm works, that all sorts of things tend to start and end at the exact same time for no rhyme and reason, just a scattering of people all decided at the exact same time, I'm going to kickstart my figure project. And they all just sort of ending at the exact same time. And there is no deeper meaning to it. Or there could be a reason why. I mean, maybe there's a big figure painting convention coming up that I don't know about. Maybe plastic pricing went down, or people are just trying to get rid of them before it gets just too difficult to make plastic products like figures and stuff. If you know, let me know. If you don't care, let me know. That was an interesting tangent to go off on. But who says I don't teach you guys things? Sure, there's plenty of other YouTubers out there that do the exact same nonsense that I do. Plenty of them do it better. But how many of them actually teach you things like the price of plastic this week? Yeah? Entertainment and education. That's what you get at the OG GM Adventures. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, so you can continue to get this high level of nonsense that only I present. Yeah. You can spend your tabletop role-playing game ducats anywhere, but who else gives you the level of nonsense and creativity and teaches you shit like I do? That's it for today for the Kickstarters. I now have to put together like 3 other pages to give you what else is going on in the tabletop role-playing game news. So give me a sec. We'll be back. See ya. Get off my land.